I don't know what I'd do if both Kazuki. No, I can't think like that. There's more to all this. Too many unanswered questions. I'll get to the bottom of it. Manage to salvage my life out of this somehow. Don't worry, I don't want to take the bomb. Don't want to take the bomb. Don't want to take the bomb. Violence in the sewers. An article from 2 weeks ago. Everything is laid out so neat and factual, it makes it seem so small. Violence in the sewer below the streets of Shinjuku in the late hours last night has resulted in the death of a detective and an apparent rescue gone wrong. The body of Detective Kazuki Tanaka, 29, was discovered after a nearly week-long search when he went missing off to the streets of Kasumegaseki. The mysterious incident has left the police scrambling for answers and their suspect. The investigation continues into its second day. Detective arrives first on the scene, Ayami Ito has declined to make any comment to the press, but her superiors say that after following the lead, she was led into the sewers where she made contact with a lone female suspect. At that time, sources say the female suspect panicked and entered the family before she could be apprehended. There are many unanswered questions, however. It appears that besides the lone detective, there were no other police on the scene, calling into question how the case was handled. There is also a question of the missing suspect and why, after Detective Tanaka was killed, the suspect was not able to be detained. This case comes in the midst of increasing scrutiny at the police, in particular the violent crime section, as other incidents of police neglect or questionable investigative practices have been made public. Several experts have gone on record saying that Tokyo's police are not about to handle this away from crime. Police have promised to release the results of their internal investigation as soon as possible. Superintendent Yukimura, who was in charge of both Detective Tanaka and Ito, has urged his department and the public at large to withhold judgment until all the facts are in. I've heard a lot of rumors surrounding this case, but we're barely a few hours into understanding what happened down there. Things totally jump into conclusions. It's like that all happened to someone else. The Ito on the page is a different person from some other world. Yes, not. That's what happened to me. Or so they say. The article barely mentions the girl, the bag, or the word paint. How could they write this stuff like it's true? The press will simplify any story to some paper, just like Kazuki always said. Other things about that night don't add up either. After backup finally did arrive, they couldn't find any trace of the girl. Fingerprints on the red paint were inconclusive, and the knife at the scene was clean too. Dang. Red jokes. That's what they told me, but there's no way that can be true. What really happened down there? Take your pill. The pills the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. Count on him to pester me about my health even when he's gone. I hate these pills. I keep taking them for your sake. So now I did my sample investigation minus 10. Damn. There's one my insanity to go back up, but it's not going up. I am still shaken and professional. I am focused on my investigation. I am freaking stressed. I freak out. Spending too much time in this room lately. Memories of that night always come flooding back whenever I do. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice just beyond the door, and that when I open it, I'll see him there and find these last few weeks to just be a bad dream. It's no dream, he's gone. I don't know what hurts more, the fact that he's gone, or the way that happened, taken by a girl who shouldn't exist. Reina, that was her name. I remembered a few days after the sewer, but kept it to myself. The debriefing they had me talk to a station psychiatrist, and one look from her was enough to figure out what everyone else must be thinking. The police reports to the press, no one's mentioning the girl. But I saw what I saw. If she came back, then maybe. If I could only get some time to collect my thoughts and investigate the scene myself, she could find something to prove she was there. I doubt they'll let me anywhere near it, though, at least for now. One way or another, I'll find the truth. Boy. some dinner. Izumi, you didn't have to do that. You need to eat something, neighbor. Can't just sit around all day, right? I know that. It's alright. You don't have to thank me. I'm not good with this stuff. Ryami, I'm really sorry about Kazuki. I know he meant a lot to you, and I didn't know him very well, but... Just stop, you don't... I'm sorry, Yumi, I didn't mean it. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry I snapped at you. I guess it's all been a bit much. Okay. Okay. That was a big one, huh? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I know we're not best friends or anything. I was just worried as well. Sorry, Yumi, that's my fault. Work again? It's like they know when we're talking. Yeah, maybe. I have to take this. Yumi, thanks for the food. Anytime. Ito here. Ito! I'm sorry I didn't call sooner. I need you to come to the station as soon as you can. What's this about? It'd be easier if we talked in person. See you soon. Great. Just a great. Look. I've worked with Saki Ishibashi for years now, and she hasn't changed a bit. Her hard work and pleasant smile are only matched by her love of gossip. All the CCTV cameras in the station can be viewed here. Saki stays up to date on all the office drama by having an unrestricted view of the whole building. Oh, gosh. No, gosh, just tell me. Oh, hey, Ito. I didn't think we'd see you back so soon.
Konnichiwa.
Already or not, him here. About what happened? It's alright, Saki. You don't need to say anything. It's just so awful, and I know you two were close. I mean, I heard. Yeah, we were, but seriously, you can leave it alone. Fine. If you say so, but I'm glad you're being so positive, no matter what people say. I know you cared about him, and did everything you could to save him. Thanks, Saki. Wait, what exactly are people saying? I guess it's only fair to give you a heads up since we're friends. There've been some rumors about what happened to Tanaka. Rumors? What kind of rumors? Well, that's... Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to upset you. Out with it, Saki. We both know you can't keep something like this to yourself for long, so you might as well tell me now. Fine, but you didn't hear from me, Kay. On account of all the bad press surrounding Tanaka, the higher-ups are looking for someone to pin this all on. Someone close to the case, if you know what I mean. Dang. Yeah, I think I understand. Just fine. Officer Bando told me earlier that Terra was posting about some promotion, and then I saw some movers going into your office on the CCTV earlier. It doesn't look good, is all. Terra, that guy needs a swift punch to the back of the head sooner than he needs a promotion. The movers in my office, this is too much. See, I told you you'd be upset. It's not all definite, though. All I know is for sure is what I've been seeing on the monitors and what Bando's told me. Hold on a sec. Whose office, Bando? Who's Officer Bando? That's not some idea you came up with, is it? I only tried that with you one time and you figured it out right away? Bando transferred in from Osaka a few weeks ago, and he's a total sweetheart. Sometimes he comes and talks to me at the front desk when he's free. Huh, did he say anything else about Tara's mysterious promotion? Not that I remember. All I know is he's been on the 4th floor doing some legwork for the detective lately, and overheard it. If I run by my office, maybe I'll see this Officer Bando and ask him myself. Hey, that reminds me. If you see him, could you give him this? Sure, I'm not gonna ask her. It's like I've died and gone back to high school. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to him, but you owe me. Thanks. Yami, you're the best. What? Guess you'd better head up to Yukimura's office soon, huh? Heh, so you knew about that too, huh? Thanks for keeping me up to date, Saki. Ask about... Sure. So, what's the story with you and the new guy? Selling letters isn't exactly your usual subtle tactic, Saki. Howdy, hi, very funny. This was different. He seems like a keeper. He's not half bad looking to boot. Nami, I'm almost 25. I'm practically an old woman. If I don't find someone soon and settle down, I'll die alone. Even listening to you stresses me out, Saki. I'm sure your prospects are fine. My gosh, investigation plus one. That's Saki by CCTV. Oh, so you haven't slowed down in your viewing habits, Saki? Well, they do pay me to keep an eye out for suspicious behavior. It's not my fault if I happen to notice some other stuff at the same time. Like that Detective Ikeda always fixes her hair before she sees Detective Suzuki, or that after Sato takes off his wedding ring when he enters the building. Anyway, I have to be careful. Yukimura says if anything happens on my watch, it'll make me pay for it. Please. Okay, we'll wish anything bad happens then. I don't even know where I'm going. What? Wait. I can walk. So, what floor is what? Investigative Unit's offices. Kazuki and I have offices on this floor. Yukimura's office right at the top. The reception level, Saki's probably sitting there now watching all the CCTV footage. Evidence storage and forensics is in the basement. Got it. So we gotta go to the 7th floor. Why can't I walk in the elevator though? I don't like that. It's a boss. Sorry to have to call you in like this, Ito. I know we promised you some time off after this whole rotten situation. I had meant to talk to you earlier, but with everything going on, well, you know how it is. It's been a media circus for the last 2 weeks. Damn reporters were waiting for any excuse they could to go for our throats, and they found it. Then the deputy chief starts calling me, then the chief, hell, got a call from the mayor last night. All of them want this case solved and out of the mind. If he was here to see it, Tanaka would be furious about all the bureaucracy. I can't even count the number of times he yelled at me after similar speeches I made to him. He was a good man. Yes, sir, he was. Let's get to the chase. With every paper and news station covering your case, the mayor's demanding a formal inquiry into your conduct. Now, before you say anything, I'm not saying I would have done better in your shoes. The whole thing was rotten, if you ask me. Unfortunately, there are no do-overs in police work, and having choices that seemed right at the time can turn around and bite us later on. It's not only you. I made a mistake that night by sending you in alone. Pay for that too. Keep an eye on your professionalism by using the spin system from time to time. Don't give those vultures anything to pick at. It's not just about the inquiry, though. I'm concerned about you. The choices you make, professional or otherwise, have far-reaching effects in the future. The people who will work with you and trust you, and the options you'll have available to you all hinge on your ability to keep a professional face. One more thing. Given the circumstances, we think it's best to transfer you out of the violent crime department for the time being. I guess that's fair. Transfer? But sir, I don't understand. I've already done twice the amount of work as some of the veterans, and I've only been in the unit for a few years. Sure, America should speak for itself. I mean, let's at least talk about it first. This isn't a negotiation, detective. Think of it as a chance to get a fresh start. For the next month, you'll continue to be on leave. Fully paid, of course. I'll need to take your badge until you return. The guy you can turn in downstairs. When you come back, you'll be helping out with some of the advice and insurance fraud cases. Since another detective will be moving into your place, we'll need to clear out your office. I've asked the movers to come in today and give you a hand. Do I make myself clear? Oh, wow. Sir, I know you think I screwed this up, but there's more going on. I need a bit more time to make a case, that's all. That's enough, detective. Until the internal hearing about your case is complete, there will be no further discussion of this. Now, please go to your office and pack away any personal items to be shipped home. The rest stays with us, and Ito, take care of yourself. glasses. Oh, cool. What's my? I am not. Am I? So is it better to go up or down? It should be better to go up, right? My freshness is low. Man, only my investigation is high. My sanity is extremely low. Alright, where do I want to go? Before I forget. I don't see. Is it you? Is it one of you guys? Hey, Ito, hold up. I heard you were back in the station. Real shame about Tanaka. He was one great detective. You're right, he was the best. Almost hard to believe he'd let himself get caught the way he did. I mean, it's weird, right? He goes missing and can't manage to contact anyone even once. That he would have tried to get in touch with you, at least since you were his partner and all. Anyway, you shouldn't blame yourself, Ito. It was dumb to send you down there alone with no backup. Let's face it, there's no way you could have handled that on your own. You would have done better. You're right, Tara. Yakimura should have sent you, the man who hasn't resolved a single one of the murders on his desk this year. Would have turned out much better. Hey, those were just unlucky cases is all. No witnesses. If Yakimura had sent me, I would have kept my cool. I'll tell you that. I once was partnered with Detective Nita and was surprised by how competent he is. If he didn't attach himself at the hip to Terra, he would probably make a good detective. Sometimes I close my eyes and count to 10, hoping that when I open them, Terra will disappear. Unfortunately, that tactic hasn't worked yet. An alarm for fires, earthquakes, and other emergencies. They told me that as the only female detective, it would be best to give me extra space, which translated to sticking me at the end of the hall. I'm exhausted. First, the bosses dump me out of violent crime, then they send movers ahead of me so everyone in the station knows about my demotion before I do. What a mess, as if I wasn't going through enough already. At least with my public shaming, I doubt anyone will have the courage to bother me in here. It gives me a chance to regroup and plan my next move. Yeesh. I've been in this office for years now, quietly working my way into the boys' club to be respected as a detective. Look at it now, all that hard work shoved into some boxes to be handed off to whoever Brown knows their way into a promotion, no doubt. Can't help but feel like my hard work wasn't worth anything at all these years. Can't, if maybe so easily packed away from me. I lost all. New emails in my inbox from Yukamura. It looks like it's gone out to all the detectives. Let's see. Detective Ito has been under a lot of pressure. The tragic loss of Tanaka has affected us all. I think I see where this is leading. There it is. Ito will be temporarily reassigned, so he did make it public. How humiliating. Real nice of him to wait until I was out of his office before he hit send. After all this time, why doesn't he believe me? Gosh. Kazuki gave me this silver hairpin for my birthday last year. Seems so long ago. Kimura doesn't believe me. I'm the laughing stock of the station, and now I'm being moved out of the office to top it off. Doesn't get much worse than this, but it's Yukimura that stings the most. I thought I could trust him, but instead he tells me to turn in my gun like I'm some sort of criminal. Sitting around here isn't going to change anything. If they won't investigate, I will. First things first, I need to get my hands on that mask. Rena mentioned it over and over, and it's the only clue I have to go on. The maze. What is about that freaking maze? Forensics gave the mask a once over and stuffed it down in the basement. I should go down and scope it out. Running it? You can run. I've got to run. Yeah, this might be how to run. Oh, to run! Choose an option. Does it have my allowed to run? Just walk. Walk. I didn't see the guy. Oh, is this him? Officer Bando, the recent transfer from Osaka. It seems that Saki from the front desk is quite cynical with the guy. Hi, he must be the new transfer from Osaka, Detective Ito. That's right, transferred me in last week. How you doing, Detective? Please call me Bando. Yeah, I've got a big station here. Embarrassed to say, but never could find my way around the Tokyo branch all that well. I get myself lost half the time, to tell you the truth. So you must be the one that's all over the news. Don't worry, never could trust the press. None of them know a damn thing about police work, if you're asking me. And it sounded like you caught a rough one. Sorry about your partner. Thanks. Rough is an understatement. Bashi at the front desk wanted me to give you this. Huh? Saki did? Well, hand it over then and let's have a look. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I didn't reckon she'd send something like this. That's just because you don't know her like we do, Officer Bando. Yeah, well, do me a favor, would you? I know, not exactly professional, but tell her to meet me on the roof. In about 20 minutes, I'd do it myself, but I'm too busy. Fine. Alright. But not a word of this to any of the other detectives, got it? You got it, Ito. You're alright. I'll crank this work out and then get upstairs when I can. Oh, you want. At least that didn't cost me anything. Alright, the stuff is delivered used for quick access to the rest of the building. Only the detectives and the odd janitor ever really used it. It's always an odd janitor. Alright, so do I want to go... I don't think I want to go to 7. I'm already at 4. Then let's go to 1 to talk to the girl for the morning. Bando's on the roof. I passed on that letter you gave me. You did? Way to go, Yami. What do you say? Was it too much? Wait, you didn't read it, did you? Oh god, you read it. Please forget everything you saw. I didn't read it, I swear. Slow down, I didn't read it. He asked me to tell you to meet him on the roof as soon as possible. On the roof? That's romantic, right? It's like I'm in a TV drama. Oh, dang it. If I leave my post and something happens to those cameras, camera go nuclear. Decisions. You got it? You're not on duty now, right? Watch the front desk for me. It won't be long. 10 minutes tops. Please, please, please? Sure. That's my girl. I know I can count on you not to stand in the way of true love. I'll be right back. Misaki gone, I can disable the recording systems and move around the station without being seen. Not without getting her in trouble. I'll take her. Oh, matchmaker. Oh, I don't want to leave at all. I don't want to get her in trouble. I don't want to get her in trouble. I don't want to get her in trouble. Oh, I don't want to get her in trouble. Crap, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Ah! Crap. Just crap. Ah. I know, this will hurt you, Saki, but I need that mask and I can't have anyone see me. See no evil. I didn't know. Didn't think you'd stick around down here after that big earthquake this morning, Maury. Don't remind me. I'm trying to keep my mind off of it. How are you holding up, Detective? Taking it one day at a time, I guess. Honestly, I'm surprised to find you still working evidence. Tonight got put in recommendations for your promotion. Yeah, I think the people upstairs have other things on their minds right now. And the sounds of things... Besides, I think they stuck me down here because I was asking too many questions in the last case. May have pissed off a few of the wrong people. It makes me squirm thinking about what would it be like being in an earthquake in the basement. I wish you had reminded me. Oh, and I'm really sorry about Tanaka, Detective Vito. I respected him a lot. He'll surely be missed. Thanks. I miss him too. The gate to the evidence room is locked. Mori has the key, but in desperate times, I've seen Kazuki pick the lock to get in. So, why can't that go in? Why can't that go in? It didn't give me the option to ask him about that to go in. What the fuck? Oh, goddamn. Did I screw up? I've already screwed up. I probably screwed up. So, wait, what? There's only one way to evidence storage, and that's through that way. Kind of a big oversight, if you ask me. Oh, I noted that. Security camera watches the entrance to the locker 24/7. An hour now. Dang it! So, did I screw up again? Ugh. To the first floor. Because I feel like I messed up. Did I screw up? I did not. So what the heck am I doing? This doesn't give me any other options. Let's see, just make sure I don't miss anything. Put this on the floor. It gives me an option to go up there. Let's see. Ito, there's nothing more to talk about on the matter. Please return to your office, then go home and rest. But sir, hear me out. When the chief gives me an order, I do it, no matter how much I dislike it, because he's my superior officer. He should be doing the same. This conversation is over. So, I don't know. Am I doing a bad thing by doing that? So I was just going up, but I'm still stressed. I don't know. So what's the bag? Did I miss something? Oh, let me talk to him. Can't exactly break in with Maury still watching me. Knock him out? The evidence was locked away and there was no other option. I didn't take any pleasure in it. He was out before he hit the ground. I respected Maury, but at that moment he was in my way. That'll leave him work. I'm making so many bad choices right now. I just know it. As I held the mask in my hands again, I immediately questioned why I had gone through such great lengths to get it back. A small piece of evidence wasn't worth the risk. It wasn't the answer to my problems. As strange as it sounds, I'd hoped the mask would react in the same way it did when I touched it in Kamakura, because that would have justified what I've done and proved the sensation I felt that day wasn't in my head. The mask I held in the evidence room was nothing more than rough. Old wood, no voices or visions, only an eerie quiet left in the wake of anticipation. The force held onto it. The case was only getting started, and Raina's obsession with it couldn't be an accident. It still had a part to play. The mask in the hands, I quickly left the station and jumped on the first train back to Shinjuku. Back to the alley where the whole mess had started, something told me there was more to find in that sewer. The mess itself could wait until later. As the train made its way there, images and thoughts from that night engulfed me. I started to feel queasy. When my stomach approached the pit and my gut changed from fear to something else, I realized I had enough of other people telling me what to feel or how to act. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that the only one who could give me any sense of closure was myself. Oh shit. You again? Hey, take it easy. I saw what you did to Goto at the bar the other night. I don't want any trouble. You can relax, I'm off duty. Besides, you know as well as I do, that guy was a scumbag. Making him wet his pants was the only way of getting anything useful out of him. Ha! Can't exactly argue with that, but scum or not, he's a big spender. Could have been a bit more gentle. Heh, sorry. It's fine, I'm sure he'll be back eventually, whether I want him to be or not. Anyway, I heard on the news about what happened to you and your partner that night. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Thanks, I didn't figure you'd care much about what happened to Calm, all things considered. Meaning what? My job is true. Police come in here all the time and act like gods. They order drinks, threaten me, and fill me up thinking I don't care. My boss tells me to ignore it since the happy cops are good for business. Honestly, they're worse than the customers they're supposed to protect us from. So yeah, all things considered, I don't love the police, but that doesn't make me a robot. Nobody deserves to die alone. If you told your buddies at the station that something terrible like that happened to me, someone nobody hostess, do you think they'd give a shit? I would care. I wish I could say you're wrong, but years in the force have taught me that being a police officer doesn't make you a better person. A lot of people lose sight of what it is to be human just because some government official gave them a badge. How long have you been doing this job? Not long, only about 2 years, with 4 different shops. They all promise the same thing, better paying customers that will treat you with respect. I'm still waiting on both of those things. Business has been in the pits, AD. Got some offers that might pay better, but there are clubs with more of an adult vibe. Said I wouldn't have to do anything weird, but I don't know. I've heard rumors about what happens to some of the girls at those places. But a country girl like me doesn't exactly have a whole lot of job prospects. It'd be good money. This one's easy. Don't do it. But ever hear the phrase, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it? No, not really. Well, take it from me. No one's going out of their way to help you, but that doesn't mean you can help yourself. Just think it over before you say yes to that offer, okay? To think I'd be getting advice from a cop. Alright, I'll think about it. Got a name? Yeah, it's Miho. Don't tell anyone though. Bosses don't like it when customers know our real names. Between us girls, I've wanted to slam Goto into a wall for months. See you around, detective. See you around. How's this guy doing? Oh, hello, detective. I heard about what happened that night after the other police and reporters showed up. I'm real sorry to hear about your partner. I can't even imagine what it's like to lose someone like that. Thanks, day's alright. Yep, that's me. I'm surprised you remember that, detective. No need for a detective. I'm not on duty. The army is fine. How are things? Did that night hurt your business too? In all honesty, business wasn't really better or worse because of it. If anything, I got a little uptick when the reporters were here. But eventually they left too, just like everyone else. It was always my dream to cook inside a restaurant, but it's been a constant uphill struggle. What's the point? I don't want him to give up, but it's like the way things are, man. The way things are. I know it might not mean much coming from me, but I believe you should stick it out to the end, no matter what. A lot of it comes down to attitude, right? If you stay down in the dumps, people will taste that emotion in the food. That's something no amount of alcohol can mask. Yeah, I guess. I've been beating myself up for weeks now. Maybe it's not helping out. I mean, I'm still competing with scumbags right here, but I'll try to keep my head above the water for now. Thanks, Detective. Yummy. Stop by again anytime. Drinks in the house. Thanks, Dazo. Maybe I'll take you up on that one day. For sure, it's a grimy-looking door that sure is a fancy lock. Without a code, there's no way I'm getting in. This door is like still making me think like, what's behind that door? What's behind that door? Smell of rotting meat, phone ringing over and over. Reina, that all really happened. Are you still in there, kid? Oh, hey, it's the detective from the other night. I wonder if she remembers me. The detective is right here and can hear you, so she's standing right next to you, Kobayashi. What? How'd you know my name? It's written on your name tag, kid. Whoa, right on, right on. I guess you gotta be pretty smart to be a detective. Well, I, didn't think I'd see you in the flesh again after the other night. You're all over the news. Don't know if you knew that. Yeah, kid, I have a rough idea. You're still doing, actually what exactly is it that you do? I clean and do stuff, sometimes here, sometimes over there. All over the place, really. It's pretty rad. Oh yeah, could I, have that dumpster key back? Someone knocked it back up, so I haven't emptied it, and the boss is starting to get suspicious. No, I don't have it on me, sorry. Seriously? Oh, man. Well, thanks anyway, man. Woman, miss. What did I do with the key? I actually don't remember. Cat! Cat! What's up with the cat? I want that cat. This police tape is all that's left of the department's investigation. They're more focused on writing me off as insane than finding us this year. It's now or never. The worst use is to have a look around and find out what really happened to that night. The air still feels as heavy and stale as it did the night I came in here looking for Kazuki. Doesn't look like much has changed since then. I'm not sure why I expected anything different. Even if it turns out to be nothing, I should have a look around and see what I can find. We've already come this far, after all. True that, true that, true that, true that. The red markings Raina drew are still on the walls. Was she trying to guide me to her, or were they for something else? No one seemed to question why the shrine gate was down here or who put it here in the first place. Yukimura said it wasn't relevant to the case. Bottom of the well is hidden in darkness. They could have at least used a different rope to get down there. Touching it once was enough of the one of them things, so I've got no choice. Oh man. They used the same rope? Did you even tell them about that rope? I don't think you did, huh? course, remember that night, never mentioned this. This they have missed something so obvious. This is for you, I bet. There's another hatch leading further into the sewer. It's possible Reina escaped the pit that night. Maybe I wasn't so far off the mark after all. Reina used this hatch, I'd be able to find some proof to take Zukamura and put his doubts to rest with him. Try to keep my guard. Is this some sort of trick? It looks the same as where I came in. Does it have something to do with the lights? Please don't leave me.